Hello everybody, this is Odd Job Entertainment bringing you another video. This is my second attempt at recording the Javelin Tour, but it looks like this time we're actually going to be able to do it. Last time I recorded in Microtech, and I'm still learning OBS and the controls for it. I recorded the whole tour, but you couldn't actually hear any of the people talking, which is kind of a big deal. So now I have OBS set up so that I can record to individual tracks. So this will be much better overall. I'll be able to edit this and balance the audio as needed so you guys can actually see what's going on. At the start of the video, I will try to put in some clips of me flying the Gladius around the Javelin, giving kind of a visual tour from the outside. And then we will cut back to here to give you the tour after that's done. So we're here at Bajini, and let's take a look at this Javelin. This is currently the largest ship that you'll see when doing events like Xenothreat. See, does it also come up with the Nine Tails incursion? Gladius is good for doing these kinds of look arounds because you can get in and out of everything pretty well. Alright, so let's take a look at the Gladius compared to this turret. Get underneath it. Probably as far as I feel comfortable. So this turret is essentially just the turret body is bigger than my Gladius. Yeah. But these are big ships. So when you actually get to see these things in action, it's pretty cool. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 turrets in a row there. And there's the bigger bank of turrets there on the side. Massive maneuvering thrusters. More turrets further up ahead. And then these tubular bits in the front here are oops, knocked my wing there. These are torpedo tubes. So those will take things out pretty quick. More turrets here on the top, in addition to the 6 main turrets, so to speak. A very large turret on the top, and you've never seen it do it, but the track kind of makes me think that maybe this can do a little bit of a transformer move, just like the Scorpius. You have an identical turret here on the bottom. Really, really cool. Yeah, kind of looks like a scene from The Shining.
Welcome aboard UEES Warhammer. As part of this year's Invictus celebrations, I'd like to invite you to take a look around and get an up-close look at an active military vessel. Some of the actual crew members have graciously volunteered their time to explain what life is like aboard the ship. I would like to remind you that the entire ship is not available for exploration, so please be respectful of unauthorized areas. Thank you, and enjoy your visit.
Okay. So I've been on the tour a couple other times. That first time the NPCs were a lot more dynamic. But at least this does mean that I can give you free access to these panels. So go ahead and pause the video if you want to read this. We'll get to that turret in a minute. This is one of the unauthorized zones that they're talking about. Closed down for quote-unquote maintenance. And usually these guys are supposed to be posted up, guarding the door. And they should be, because you never know what kind of nefarious characters might show up. Thought it'd be funny to take this tour while fully decked out in Ninetales armor. Come over here. This is one of the barracks. This panel. Okay. Talk to this guy.
Hello everyone, my name's Lieutenant Horrigan, and as you can probably tell, this is Warhammer's mess hall. Definitely one of the more popular spaces on the ship. The mess has a fully automated dispensary since we operate on rotating shifts. We have a standard crew complement of 65 to 70, and meals need to be available at all times, so we have a culinary team always on duty, ready to lend support. The famous pilot Harry O'Reilly was once quoted as saying, if you want to take the temperature of a ship's crew, spend 20 minutes in their mess. Now this is one of the main social areas of the ships where crew members from different departments can catch up in their own downtime. We also use the mess for social events like birthdays, holidays, and promotions, since it's able to hold so many people. Our skipper, Captain Medcalf, is a big believer in casual gatherings. It's in an effort to entrench camaraderie. So we're in here pretty often. Now, you've probably noticed our games in the corner, so I'll just address the question that everyone asks. Yes, it's pretty competitive. The XO currently has the score to beat. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to have a look around.
All right, thanks for walking away real quick there. Oh, maybe the NPCs have been freed up now. Let's see, I just want to make sure that, okay, yeah. Some of the NPCs anyways. Some of them are still, hauntingly still. Come down here, we've got a little peek at more of the, militarized areas. Got the brig, I presume, over here. And it's very dark down here. Yeah, they don't really want me down here. But that's another turret there that you can access in the future. Got Herc 2405, so that's the XO. Up here, another area to explore. Got the bridge and the armory. And it actually kind of just loops around. You have a briefing room. So give you guys a shot of the panel so you can read that. Yeah, I actually kind of prefer it when the NPCs aren't moving around, because it gets easier to get access to those panels. But
Hello, welcome to the UEES Warhammer. This Javelin-class destroyer was originally built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active service since 2832. Launching under the command of Captain Omar Singh, the ship initially served as a combat support vessel in the 2nd Fleet, 6th Battle Group, a posting that put it close to the Vandal front. The Warhammer saw action during the fall of Caliban in 2884, where it protected retreating civilian and naval forces when the system ultimately fell, earning a ribbon for valor in the process. For the next several decades, the Warhammer transitioned between fleets in a variety of support and patrol positions, even participating in the UEE push to reclaim the Nexus system in the 2930s. Most recently, the Warhammer distinguished itself as the primary combat vessel to repel the outlaw group known as Xenothreat from the Stanton system. Since then, the Warhammer has been placed in dry dock for repairs, but is heading back to active service once this year's Invictus festivities are concluded. The room you're currently seated in is the main briefing room for the entire ship. Based around a hollow volume built by Microtech, the crew gathers here to discuss everything from battle strategies to repair schedules. The Marine detail assigned to this ship also uses this room to plan out their boarding actions or outline combat strategies. This room has even acted as a venue for off-duty activities, such as vid screenings or sporting event parties. We hope that you'll take the opportunity to explore the ship and get an up-close look at one of the vanguards of Order. On behalf of Captain Metcalf and the rest of the crew, I want to wish you a fantastic Invictus. I hope we see you next year.
Alright, so that's that one. And just imagine doing briefings for like your org in these seats.
To the UEES Warhammer.
I mean, they're pretty stylish for
This
one.
Javelin class destroyer was
But,
built by Aegis Dynamics and has been in active
Thematic
service
elements
since
of this room are just so good.
Launching under the command of Captain Omar Singh, the ship initially served as a combat support vessel in the 2nd Fleet, 6th Battle Group, a posting that
Clipping's
put it
pretty
close to the
bad.
Vandal front.
You get the
Warhammer
idea.
saw action during the fall of Caliban in 2884.
Okay. So you do. Give you a look at that one. And this just loops back around. I think past this door is where we came through. Just over there. Let's see. Can't remember if I showed you this one or not. But, there you go. Can you come do the tour yourself? Sure, but some people have had trouble accessing it, so that's why we're doing this. Actually, this is my 3rd attempt today trying to get this tour to work, so.
Hi folks, welcome to the Warhammer. I am leading Starman Detmer, and this, as you've probably guessed, is one of the 2 barracks on the ship. And I know, you must be thrilled to see where Navy personnel sleep, and let me be the first to tell you, it's every bit as exciting as promised. Javelins are pretty great when it comes to sleeping arrangements, as they have enough bunks for the full crew, which is amazing because it avoids situations known as hot bunking, where you swap out bunks with somebody on the opposite shift, and that is horrible. This one time on my old ship, I had to share with this guy who had just the worst smelling socks. And I'm talking, the military could have weaponized it kind of bad. And I had to try and fall asleep with that every day. So, yeah, after that, these bunks are a dream. And I'm just thinking that, actually, I don't think my CEO would like me talking about how bad hot bunking is. So, maybe just forget I said anything. Anyway, each one has special slots for personal effects, and is capable of sealing you up to give you a little privacy, as people are always moving around the barracks. Sleeping schedules shift slightly too, so they can activate the full crew at a moment's notice if the ship enters heavy combat, So you're kind of always sleeping with one eye open. I mean, we get shorter sleep schedules if we are patrolling dangerous space, so, you already grab your sleep when you can, and... Sorry, I am rambling. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you. This is where we sleep. Not a whole lot of mystery to it. But I hope this has been enlightening. Please have a look around if you like, but don't touch anything in the bunks, as this is an active ship, and everything in here is the property of the crew. So, be cool.
So, Bud, let's talk about security. Want to access codes? How would one steal one of these javelins? Asking for a friend. More of the barracks. See, they've got a little bit of space for some personal effects. Looks like generally they've all got about the same books, which kind of makes sense. Gotta study your military doctrine, tactics, maneuvers.
All right, let's settle down. My name's Lieutenant Commander Alderman. I run the turret complement aboard the Warhammer. That means I'm in charge of coordinating fire between our various gunners during a combat engagement in order to maximize combat effectiveness. But when we aren't in combat, I strive to keep my team sharp by running through engagement drills and simulated encounters. Now, the Javelin comes standard with 15 turrets, 13 of which have embedded operators. There are 6 turrets like the one you see here that run along the side of the ship, each of which is equipped with a pair of size 7 cannons for larger targets and a pair of size 4 Gatlings for smaller targets like fighters and even incoming missiles and torpedoes. We've got 4 more turrets on the bow of the ship, armed with size 7 energy cannons and 3 gunners on the underside with the same. All this firepower is coupled with a heavy payload of ordnance to make the Warhammer a real problem for all sizes of ship, hence why we can be tasked to operate independently on patrols without support from the rest of the battle group. During the Xeno threat incursion, our gunners were responsible for the destruction of over 70 hostile elements and several capital ships, as well as protecting the ship from incoming ordnance. As a special treat, we've safetied this turret so you can get a taste of what it feels like to be a gunner. All the weapons have been deactivated, so don't worry about accidental discharge. But I'll remind you this is an active military vessel, so be respectful all the same. Thank you, and have a great Invictus.
Alright, so let's hop in the turret now. I think she and I have very different perspectives on accidental discharge. I think I would actually like to be able to shoot Everest Harbor, but I understand the concern. You can't, in fact, shoot the guns, but you do get to see somewhat what they look like. I'll probably put some video, at least, of my previous sitting in this turret, because right now it's really dark and you can't see anything. But yeah, that wraps up the Invictus Javelin Tour. There's really nothing else to see. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know I did. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and until next time, this is Odd Job Entertainment, signing off. It's funny. During my mission, I had a companion who had the worst smelling feet. You don't hot bunk as a missionary, but oh boy, did I have to smell that guy's feet all the time, and it was rough. It would kind of stuff that would keep you up at night, and that's not an exaggeration, unfortunately.